Okay, so the next person I have to tell this to, I'm gonna slap them with a Pop Tart. I've been having a debate with my friend. He's like, "Oh, elemental dragons are so broken, they're unstoppable," and I am explaining to him that there are so many countermeasures. He's like, "Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, like you can go Soul Drain. What other can you do against that? Okay, let's go." Like people don't understand that dragons, like yeah, they're really good, they're really solid, but they lack the one thing that an archetype has to do to unfairly win. I mean, like you gotta look at some of the unfair archetypes that you can see. Like Dark World has an unnatural element of winning the game, and that's how it wins. And it screws with your hand, which no other deck is like with no deck should do. It's just like, you have plays. No, you don't. And Zectors are just like, oh, you wasted all that time making board presence. It's too bad. Art like like it's stuff like that, and like that make unnatural elements like Logias at 5. Good luck. Like the deck is a lot more counteractable than you think. I mean, like yes, if your deck cannot go, make a huge push on the board, then you're probably gonna get butt raped. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But like the fact is, your deck has to be able to keep up with the speed, which is what a lot of decks do. But people don't see it because just like dragons are so good. For example, I mean, like I've seen Madolche, I've seen Insector, I've seen Dark World, Mermail. I've seen it all keep up with it, but like it just may be the fact that the dragons have a huge grind game because it's just like you killed it, cool. Banish, banish, bring back. Banish, banish, bring back. Make Draco sack, make 2 tokens, and then do whatever. Like, yeah, that's pretty unfair, but it lacks the one thing that I feel like makes an archetype completely broken. I'll respond to you in a second. It it lacks being having a natural element of winning like Evil Swarm. Like it has an unnatural element of winning. The deck literally says, okay, get a card that protects every one of your monsters from anything your opponent does to you, and your opponent cannot special some things leveled higher 5. You're playing meta. Good luck. Um, Heroes. Use your opponent's monster to special summon, because that's totally natural, right? Like, let's face it, Super Poly's a bitch, but like you had to think like so many things can stop the dragons, like Soul Drain, Shocklock, Abyss Dweller, um forbidden dressing a Ophion so they can't pop up with the blaster, like protecting it with save zone, just do whatever, and they absolutely lose. Macro hurts it a lot. Compulse, when they go make Draco Sack and they make Big Eye, setting Fossil down and let them attack into that thing. Like, even Dragger Captain's Art can count as a countermeasure against it, because it's just like, now you can't attack, bitch. Goes in match, and they can't summon anything if they don't pop up with Blaster. Hello. Like, people don't understand how many countermeasures there actually are to dragons. You can OT dragons by making them deck out with Colossal Fighter. I mean, the deck is so counteractable. It's just the fact that it has a great grind game and a great early game. It's just the fact that the deck has so many outs and ends to it that people think that it's really unfair and really broken, which I will say that it is, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Like, I make Thunder King and protect it with a safe zone, you lose. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna summon a baby and then like be a bad player and run Lance just to run over Thunder King? I don't think so. Or just attack even in Thunder King. I mean, like if you make Thunder King, they have to pop it with Blaster, or they're just like, well, let me just waste all this, make and exceed, which you're just gonna negate, and then you sent me back a turn. It's people are just really overreacting. Um, to this, and I feel like that's why it's getting all the hype, and that's why it's so expensive as it is. People don't understand how countermeasurable it is. I mean, like Angelo 7 and Frognarks, they lose. Point blank, they lose. Or you know what, make a Gotchi, and then they definitely lose. Make a Gotchini, and then like summon this thing, and then they auto lose because it's 2,900. Nothing in the deck gets over it. Like it's so funny how countermeasurable things can be. There's a card that lets you tribute their 2 tokens and make this, and you can run it with the Draco Sack. I forgot the name though. I even saw someone win with Chain Energy because he's like, Chain Energy. Dragon player went summon, 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 summon. Guy Magic Cylinders for game. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, it's so annoying to people to complain about dragons when, yes, they're good. Like, but do you remember when Mermail, you were just like, ooh, God, that shit is good. Oh my God, this is gonna be the best deck in the format. Oh my God, it's gonna be broke. It's gonna get hit by the ban list. What now? You don't see shit from Mermail. I mean, you see tops and everything, but when's the last time you heard someone complain about Mermail being broken? You don't, because you got accustomed to it. And you're just like, oh, it does this, this, and this is how you stop it. And people need to realize that Elemental Dragons are stoppable. And once you realize that, the deck's nowhere near as scary as it is. I mean, like, literally, you can drop Max C, let them go off, and if you have a way to stop it, like, you drop a trag, you can run over the smallest thing on their board and win the game because you've attacked them for game. It's really easy to countermeasure, guys. And people just, get me heated when they don't realize just how much of a countermeasure that Konami has given us. I mean, yes, it's a good card, it's a good deck, but it's nowhere near as good as people make it out to be. Anyway, guys, that was my little rant on Elemental Dragons and their countermeasures. So tell me what you guys think. I don't know what to say other than that. If you guys like the video, please subscribe. I will probably do more rants like this in the future. But, yeah, so, dragons, fuck you.